She caused chaos between you and your partner, but her actions revealed her spiritual power. Pay attention, even to the gift she gave you. Some people enter your life like a storm, suddenly, powerfully, and with consequences you don't understand until the damage is done. She was one of those people. At first, she may have seemed harmless, perhaps even kind or admiring. But now, with time and spiritual clarity, you realize her presence wasn't neutral. She didn't just interfere. She fractured something sacred, the bond between you and your partner. Yet here's the twist. The chaos she caused became a revelation. Not about your partner, not even your relationship, but about her. If you look closely, beyond the drama and the heartbreak, her actions reveal her spiritual power, intention, and alignment in the unseen realms. The mask of innocence. She didn't announce herself as a threat. She wore the mask of empathy, appearing as a friend or helpful observer. Maybe she complimented your relationship or offered emotional support. But behind her gestures were spiritual tactics, comments that planted seeds of doubt, silences that created tension, and energy that subtly shifted dynamics. This wasn't just emotional interference. It was spiritual maneuvering. A woman who can shake a bond with a whisper holds a power that should not be underestimated. It wasn't divine light. It was dark influence cloaked in soft energy. Energy doesn't lie. Spiritual truth tells us everything is energy. Words have frequency. Intentions create outcomes. Presence changes environments. She didn't need to scream or fight. Her energy did the work. She planted confusion and stepped back, allowing others to unravel themselves. Was it jealousy, a hunger for control? Or was she a vessel, willing or not, for a spirit that feeds on disconnection? People like her often become instruments of larger forces. That's not mysticism, it's spiritual awareness. You felt the shift, and your spirit noticed, even when your mind dismissed it. The spiritual war behind the curtain. If your relationship carried divine purpose, healing, legacy, or unity, it became a target. Darkness does not attack the broken. It disrupts what threatens it. And sometimes it uses people. She may not have known how she was being used. But ignorance doesn't erase impact. When someone enters sacred space and brings destruction, they are part of a spiritual war. The enemy doesn't always come with horns. Sometimes it was perfume and smile sweetly. Discernment isn't judgment, it's survival. Ask yourself, did she bring peace or confusion? Did she create unity or division? These are spiritual diagnostics. Her gifts speak volumes. Maybe she gave you a gift, a bracelet, a book, a handwritten note. Or maybe the gift was less tangible, a conversation that crossed boundaries, a moment of closeness with your partner that never should have happened. Either way, pay attention. In spiritual terms, a gift is never just a gift. Ancient wisdom teaches that objects can carry energy, intention, even spiritual ties. If something she gave you made you feel uneasy, affected your dreams, or shifted your relationship's energy, that was no accident. Her gift was a message, a spiritual imprint meant to linger. It's not superstition. It's awareness. You don't need to fear her power, but you must respect that it existed and impacted you. Not because she's stronger than you, but because her energy was underestimated. Awakening through conflict. So why did it happen? Why was she allowed to play that role? Because disruption often precedes revelation. Her presence forced you to confront what was unguarded. Maybe you were too trusting, too open. She came to show you that love must be protected, and that spiritual intimacy needs shields. She wasn't the lesson. She was a catalyst. Now the choice is yours. Will you become guarded and bitter? Or will you rise into deeper discernment and spiritual maturity? You are not a victim. You are an initiate, and initiates are tested by spiritual forces wearing human faces. Reclaiming your power. Now that you see her for what she was, you can reclaim your energy. Sever the tie. Release bitterness. Return the gift it led to. Cleanse your space, both physically and spiritually. Speak truth over your life. Declare healing and restoration. She already told you everything you needed to know, not with her words, but through her presence. Chaos was her calling card, but clarity is now your crown. If your partner sees it too, you can rebuild with wisdom. If they don't, That is also a revelation. Her intrusion didn't destroy what was real. It revealed what wasn't fortified. Spiritual power can be seductive, but it cannot outlast truth. If her influence came from manipulation, it will collapse. If from deception, it will dissolve. But if she awakened your spiritual sight, then, unknowingly, she blessed you. Sometimes, the enemy becomes God's pawn. Final reflection. She entered like a whisper, but left like a storm. She brought confusion, tension, and spiritual unrest. But now you see her not just as a person, but as a presence, a manifestation of spiritual energy, intentional, strategic, and disruptive. So stay alert, not just to words or smiles, but to the energy people carry. Watch the shifts. Listen to what changes inside you. Even her gifts carry meaning. You are wiser now. That wisdom is your true gift, not from her, but from the journey her chaos forced you to take. Let it lead you to stronger discernment, deeper love, and unshakable peace. Next time, you won't just feel her coming. You'll know how to send her away.